Mr. Speaker, you are recognized for a special presentation.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Members, I know there's been a lot of talk about making sure we could hear from our constituents. I think I have more constituents in the building today than anybody else, and so they've had a chance to not only offer their insight, but listen to yours as well. And so they've gotten to see democracy in action today, for better or worse. Members, standing before you are two state champion teams who happen to come from my alma mater, also in my district, at Cherokee High School. We have the Class 4A All-State one-act play champions. They also were the overall Technical Theater Award winners of all classes and had 4A All-State actors, Avery Bagenstos and Nicholas Cochran, who were part of that as well. And it is a real privilege for us to get to honor them today. And in the interest of time, I will not. We will not read the citations in honor of these teams today. But we are so privileged to have them here. With the members, and Coach Jason Paris is here as well with the one-act team. Would the members of the one-act team step forward or raise your hands so that everyone knows who's participating in that as well? State champions. And I would just like, Mr. Paris, if you would come forward, and we won't read the entire citation, but I'll just read briefly, very quickly here, because I know the members need to get to their lunch break and back to committee. But whereas Cherokee High School Theater Team, through perseverance, dedication, and hard work, won the 2014 Class 4A One-Act Play State Championship for their production of John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. And whereas Jason Paris, music and humanities instructor, demonstrated what is best about Oklahoma high school arts by inspiring outstanding creativity, dedication, and heart from his students. And I wanted to read that part in particular about the work of Mr. Paris and his students. And Mr. Paris, if you would like to come up here, I'll present the citation to you, but also if you would like to say just a few brief words about your team, I would recognize you for that as well if you'd like. Just can't log in your bills.
Okay, thanks. I thought that was a joke when they said that I would speak. So thank you very much for this honor. We appreciate it. I thought it was interesting that Speaker Hickman said that in the interests of time, we would do something, having now watched how this works. But no, thank you very much for your support as our congressman, and thanks a lot.
Thank you, Jason, very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Paris. And again, sometimes you invest an hour to save a day, and that's what we've been doing today. I'm also very proud to have the principal of Cherokee High School here, who happens to be my brother, Jeremy Hickman. He's down here as well. I know once again he's been here before, and everybody wants to know who's that good-looking guy that looks almost as good as the speaker does, and that's because we're related. It is also a privilege for us to have the Cherokee High School track team with us as well. Just last week, after a weather delay, the track meet was held at Carl Albert High School in Representative Band's district, and the Chiefs won their, this is amazing for me to remark on, their second straight state championship, their 10th in school history. They were academic state champions. And I couldn't be more proud because my dad's the coach. Thank you for that long a pause so I could compose myself for a brief moment here. It really completes a circle for me. I've had my daughter here as a state champion, my other daughter here as a state and national champion. My brother's been here before with the football team, and now to have my dad here, who is a state champion coach, is amazing. My father was the state track coach of the year last year when they won state, so this is a back-to-back title for him. This is his 5th state championship title. He has had 4 state runners-up, and he has invested, next year, if he doesn't retire, and I know there's some parents that are leaning on him from the balcony to not retire. If he goes another year, that will be 40 years that he's invested his life and set an example to our family and our young people in Oklahoma, and I'm so proud of that. Now, if the young people in this track team would step forward so that we can recognize you as well. These gentlemen last week at the state track meet, as they have many times, overcame incredible diversity. Marlon was running in the 400-meter relay and became injured, finished the race still with an incredible time, but it put them in a position where it would be very difficult to win a state championship. And Trevor Lucas filled in as well. They were able to put together then a mile relay team that was not expected to win. They had, I believe, the third fastest qualifying time going into state. They would have to get second to even have a shot to win a state championship. They outran everyone on the track through adversity. They won that relay, and they won the track meet at the end, overcoming the challenges that they had. It was, when you grow up watching these young people, it's an amazing thing to see them go out and do incredible feats, and that's exactly what they did, and we couldn't be more proud. So again, I'm not going to read this citation as well, but just so you can see where I get it, I will ask my dad to come to the podium and see if he can maybe say a few words, because I know, not because of me, but because of this team, how proud he is of this team and how emotional he is about the young people that he's had. And so, Madam Speaker, if you'd recognize my father to say a couple of words about his track team.
Mr. Hickman, you're Coach Hickman. You are recognized.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you honoring us today. It's great to come down here and see how the members of the House work. We know you have a very tough job, and I know you have a tough job, and we appreciate what you do. I know it's a hard work. Just like our track team, the things they have to accomplish takes a lot of effort and a lot of planning, and I really appreciate what they've done for the School of Cherokee, and we thank you for honoring us, and I thank all the coaches that's helped, and the principal, young Mr. Hickman, and the other Mr. Hickman here I'm extremely proud of for being Speaker of the House, so we thank you a lot, and thanks for having us.
He had his moment after the track meet Saturday or Tuesday when they stuck the camera in his face and he melted down. So I'm glad he was able to hold it together. It's also a privilege for me to have the assistant head coach, unofficially of the track team. It does a lot of work with these young student athletes. My mom is here today too, and I'm so proud of both of my parents, my brother, and I'm so proud of these young men. But my mom, Kathy Hickman, is here as well. But members, before you run off to lunch, please join me once again in congratulating these young people for outstanding achievements and representing our communities so well. Thank you, members.